Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Antifa, and specifically, what do they want? We show a video here today where these people are going down the street protesting Joe Biden. What do you want exactly, Antifa? Are you part of the BLM movement or not? Are you a part of the Joe Biden era? Because you guys went after Trump in such a fashion that it almost helped Joe Biden win. So now you're coming out and you're attacking Joe Biden. So please explain that to us. Are you completely anti-government? Is it an issue where you don't trust any of the government at all and you want a different government installed? Because you just did that with Joe Biden and you're still not happy. Now, if it's a question of you don't like any government at all, we can't stand with you. However, if you're talking about installing different people in government, we can completely agree on that. And we've said it time and time before. Maybe the QAnon people and the Trump people and the BLM people and the Antifa people, maybe they only have one true combatant. And like it or not, maybe all of these groups should group together and help their country in a beneficial way. But we ask you, Antifa, what is your main goal? Is it just to riot? Is it just to protest? Because when you're protesting Joe Biden, we actually can agree on something for once. These Antifa have gone out and destroyed Democrat headquarters all over the United States. Is it that you didn't get paid on time? Is it that you didn't get paid at all? Or any of the promises that were made by Joe Biden in secret or by the Democrat Party in secret are now not going to be held up. They're not holding up the end of their bargain. Is that the problem? Is the problem that George Soros didn't pay you? Because we've seen rioters come out before saying George Soros wears our money. So we kind of already know that people are being bussed in and are being paid for. We know that shack stands and shack wagons have been placed into riot areas for these people to feed. We've seen where government officials have made certain blocks of areas tent cities for these type of Antifa and BLM protesters. And we ask you, you've been so intertwined with the Joe Biden presidency, with his being elected, and now all of a sudden there's a problem? What made you come to that conclusion? That was a major and very quick turnaround. You literally did a 180. So we're trying to figure out, why in the world do you ever think that Trump was this horrible, horrible dictator and now you're doing it again with another president? Is the main goal to just cause havoc in the United States for its downfall? Are you complete nihilists? Is that the deal? And we don't expect a logical answer. We don't expect a realistic answer. Their answers will be held in secrecy just like our American government or any group. But it becomes absolutely bonkers. And I ask you, who out there likes Joe Biden? Please spell it out for me. Show me Biden supporters. Show me a group of Biden supporters for that matter. And I don't mean somebody who went out and voted for him because he didn't like Trump or she didn't like Trump. No, I mean people who went out and voted for Joe Biden. Name me a group of people who did that. And for all of this talk about how horrendous Trump was, we understand Antifa when they say he sounds like Trump. He's already coming out saying America first. Believe it or not, that's Joe Biden. Something that Donald Trump came out and said way early on, way before he even started being president, that people needed to invest in America more. That we have been taxed and having big businesses driven out of our country. And unfortunately for all of us, that makes our job hunting a lot harder. It makes everyone have lesser of a wage. And it makes it a lot harder for Americans to sell their wares around the globe because at least America has morality. We're not making little kids work in little sweatshops for basically dimes a week. And if we are, it's done by globalists inside of our country that are making a buck off of everyone who's having to spend cheaply, or people who lack the morality or the intellect to know better. When someone goes out and buys Nike shoes, understand that they still are getting little children for next to nothing and pay them next to nothing, and they make $100 and something off of every shoe. So in these kinds of business workings and whatnot in the United States government, and Antifa has a problem with it, we kind of understand. We're not completely for the destruction of all these things. We can't even agree with what you did there. But we see your anger. We know why you're ticked. Burning the United States flag is not cool. But if you want to burn a Trump flag or you want to burn a Joe Biden flag, by all means, as far as we're concerned here at Dang It, go right ahead. But we see that you don't like the United States, you don't like Joe Biden, you didn't like Donald Trump and still don't. So explain to me what you would like, Antifa. Maybe somebody out there that's listening right now can come out and say, hey, this is what Antifa wants. Complete and utter nihilism. And we get it. We know there's atheists out there right and left, but that doesn't mean that those people want nihilistic tendencies to take over the world. Maybe there's some type of confusion there. See, now we come from a Christian background, and we appreciate the Christian lifestyle, and we actually enjoy who we are and how we live our life. We're not supposed to judge. We are supposed to spread the gospel. And we've done most of that most of our life. People like Antifa, maybe they're doing the same thing with their ideologies, but in a much more violent fashion. And we condemn anything that really goes on with violence, but we do understand that you can't get anything done being a pushover. This is one of the reasons why here at this channel, we're actually considering moving to the Patriot Party if it ever becomes a thing. Because we're tired of Republicans, especially Republicans, being limp-wristed, lacking a spine, not having the courage of their convictions. It's absolutely bonkers to listen to these people praise Trump and congratulate Trump and go around shaking the man's hand, go to rallies and all this other stuff, and as soon as they realize the Democrats have power again, they curl up into a little shitball. It's the most amazing thing to ever see in politics. If there were ever a time that you could consider someone a traitor to their cause, whether it's the American cause, the Democrat, the Republican cause, we can sit back and say, these Republicans became traitors to their own group. Because as soon as they realized that the Democrats had power over them, they tried to cover up everything that they did, whether good or bad, to save their job, to kiss Democrat butt. And you see how the Democrats reached across the aisle, so to speak, to Mike Pence. Come to the inauguration. We want unity. And keep in mind, the unity talk came from the same person who's saying that half of America is deplorable. He didn't use those words like Hillary did, but he was running around saying that people were racist, that they were this. And again, that's not unity. To censor people on the internet for the things that they say is not unity. Going after Congress members isn't unity. Going after Senate is not unity. Going after Republicans for their beliefs is not unity. And I think the government may have made a huge mistake. Maybe they did create unity, but just not like they think. Maybe groups like Antifa and the Trumpers and the Never Trumpers and the Democrats, the Republicans, the independents, the in-betweeners, the fence-sitters, the outsiders of society even. Maybe all of these people have just had enough of the parlor tricks. Maybe they've had enough of the clown circus. Maybe, just maybe, Donald Trump lit a fuse under all of our butts to get together and do something about the one problem that we've seemed to have over the last 40 to 50 years. Anyway, folks, you guys have a good afternoon, a good night, a good morning, whichever. Please like, share, and subscribe. We really do appreciate that around here. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you don't hit the notification bell, you might not receive our videos. God bless each and every one of you. See ya.